Eccles Business Buzz podcast. I'm your host, Frances Johnson. This season, we are diving into the new strategic priorities and goals here at the David Eccles School of Business, and I'm so glad you've joined us today as we continue this great conversation. While many of the new programs and initiatives that we've been talking about are internal efforts at the school, it would be impossible to achieve these ambitious goals without the help of our community and corporate partners. And I'm so happy to be joined by one of those great partners today. Zach England is Chief Operating Officer at CR England, a Salt Lake City-based commercial transportation company that has remained family-owned and operated for 4 generations. Zach received a bachelor's degree in finance here at the David Eccles School of Business and then earned an MBA at the Rice University Jesse H. Jones Graduate School of Management. Zach is also a member of our Eccles Advisory Board, continuing his family's generational and generous support of the Eccles School and our students. Zach, welcome, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Frances. Yeah, it's fun to be on with you today. And just before we get going, it's been a cool experience for me over the last few years to be more involved with the school on the advisory board. And I was just thinking about it in preparation for this today. Just the people at the Eccles School are amazing. And just a few people I want to shout out, if that's okay, before we get started.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Monet Frank, Ruchi Watson, they're amazing. Of course, Dean Dirks, he's been such a great addition and so open and willing to talk with everybody. It's just been great. Jesse Strike, Stephanie Baugh, some of the people that we've worked with, of course, you, Frances.
Thank you so much.
Such an amazing group of people. And there've been a couple of things that I've just thought about, just how great the people are and thoughtful the people are there that make us want to work with the school even more. And a couple of quick examples. My grandfather just passed away, 105 years old, an amazing guy. This was back in November, and the school just reached out and was so wonderful to just express condolences and things, but also recognized him with a scholarship in his honor, which was so neat, and just all the handwritten notes and just a great group of people. So it's a pleasure to work with you guys.
Well, that is so kind, and it's a great honor and compliment to me to be included in such an illustrious group of people, some of whom have been with us on the podcast this season. And it certainly is reciprocal, right? It's easy to want to work hard and work smart and work well when great partnerships exist and we can all help and motivate each other, which is what I'm so excited to talk to you about today, Zach. So thank you so much for that kind introduction. That was very nice. And we're certainly happy to have you and your family and your company as our partners in this new chapter and sort of next ascent of the David Eccles School of Business. It's really exciting to be part of the school and what's happening right now. So Zach, I know, and you've mentioned even a couple ways just in the beginning, the many ways that your family supports the Eccles School through scholarships, through service on the Eccles Advisory Board. I want to start kind of putting all those things under this umbrella of student success, which is the first strategic priority that has come out of our planning process for the next sort of chapter of the Eccles School. In previous episodes, including with Ruchi and Maya from Goff Strategic Leadership Institute, who you've mentioned, we've talked about a lot of things that we're doing in the classroom through experiential learning to really boost and enhance the student experience. But we all know that students' lives and experiences aren't just limited to the classroom and their internships and their jobs. We know that other things like Access to food, access to housing, access to mental health care all have a big impact on whether students can be successful at the Eccles School and in their lives. CR England has made a really generous investment in our In a Pinch Basic Needs Initiative, which works to address a lot of these, what we call basic needs like food and housing and healthcare. Why is this kind of support for the whole student important to you and your family and your company as you think of how you want to be involved at the Eccles School?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of that goes back to our history. So, a little bit of history about the company. We were founded way back in 1920 by my great grandfather. That's CR England. And you think back about the time back then, the Great Depression started just a few years later, 1929. And there's a story that we talk about in our family and the company about one morning he's at the kitchen table, no food, unclear where the next meal is going to come from, broke down in tears. And it was just one of those